Pavilion Infinity by Atelier LAI in Hangzhou, China. Pavilion Infinity is located in a village in the hilly area of western Zhejiang Province. The village sits halfway up the mountain and has good views on all sides when you look far. Most of the houses in the village had been renovated into residential hostels, so a restaurant and reception space were needed. This pavilion is the first building to be seen when get into the village. It is rebuilt from a native private house. The first floor is adjacent to the road, and serves as the reception area of the village and the kitchen logistics area, while the second floor has a wide view and would be a good spot for a restaurant. The back of the pavilion is close to the bamboo forest and in front of the natural landscape. So how should this architecture be among the natural landscape? It's a question that design is required to answer. Wood selection, from small material big carpentry to big material small carpentry. Wood is a warm and genial material, grown by nature. Wood is a solidified vitality and domesticated nature. Its availability and processability make wood become the most primitive and rustic construction material. The affinity between wood and humans comes from long-term companionship. Humans can make implements from wood obtained in nature with simple tools. However, the size of natural wood is limited, so it needs to achieve greater structural span by stacking small materials. In traditional Chinese wood construction, there is the skill and inheritance of small materials big carpentry. The superposition of small materials is not only a test of artisans' skills but also a symbol of hierarchy in traditional society. Such as the level of Dugong, the level of Caisson, it can be said that wooden carpentry work is a trinity system of society, culture, and philosophy in traditional Chinese architecture. With the advent of modern technology of glolum, the length of wooden materials has broken through the limits of natural growth, and big materials are easily obtained in factories. Therefore, in the modern structural design that aims to efficiency first, the modern techniques of wood structure tried every means to make the mechanical properties of wooden materials close to steel structure and reinforced concrete structure, rather than to dig the temperament of wood itself. Modern wood structures become the green packaging of industrial construction. Driving by this thought, the North American wood construction system appears extremely coarse with its huge component size and fat metal joints. The Japanese wood construction system, which is derived from the North American system, is a superficial, simple, and ultimate expression of its physical property. Chinese traditional wood structure itself is complete in culture, and the technology does not pursue efficiency. Reviving the spirit of traditional wood structures is the direction that contemporary Chinese wood structures should open up. Therefore, in order to make structural efficiency give way to the culture, the structural span of Companion Moon Pavilion is not completed with a single big material, but breaking big material into multiple small materials, and the superposition of multiple layers becomes a kind of redundancy. This is a rebellion against efficiency first. If from small material big carpentry to big material big carpentry is the cultural abandonment after mastering another's skill, then from big material big carpentry to big material small carpentry is the cultural return of correction. Reverse arch, from woven timber arch to woven timber rope. The structural prototype of the Pavilion Infinity comes from the traditional Chinese woven timber arch bridge, which is a model of small materials big carpentry. In the great Chinese painting Riverside Scene at Qingming Festival by Zhang in the northern Song dynasty, Hongqiao, rainbow-shaped bridge is the core of the whole scroll, which is the artistic image of the woven timber arch bridge. Among the actual architectural heritage, the covered bridge in southern Zhejiang Province is the actual construction of this structural prototype. The woven timber arch bridge braided wooden arch bridge, is a longitudinal arch composed of trusses made by many short wooden rods, which forms the overall stiffness and completes the longspan structure through transverse penetration. Only depend on the articulated mortise and tenon joints to complete such a large span. Small materials appear a kind of mutual commitment, and the work stands for 100 years, which can be said to be superb skills and wonderful design.